Today we're making Dan Dan noodles. This is one from my cookbook, The Curry Guy One Pot. It's Chinese street food at its best. Dan Dan noodles are something you can make in about 15 minutes, and it's so easy. All you need is a wok. You can even use just a regular frying pan, but I like to use a wok. It's a little bit easier. And I'm going to show you a few things that we can do here to make it even easier on you. First of all, I've got some pork there, just some minced pork, and I'm going to put it in this little bit larger bowl. And I'm going to add about a tablespoon of dark soy sauce, a tablespoon of light soy sauce, and some Zhoxing wine. You can use dry sherry instead if you don't have the Zhoxing wine. About 2 tablespoons of that. And then I got some preserved turnip here, and you'll find that at Chinese shops. It just gives a nice bit of a bite, a nice sour kick to it. So we're just gonna go with that. I'm just gonna go ahead and mix this all together with my hands. Now this is something you can do 1 or 2 days ahead of time because you're marinating it. It's not going to make a huge difference if you do it ahead of time because it's minced pork, but so you're not trying to tenderize it or anything like that. But this is something you can do a couple days if it's just going to make things easier on you when you actually go to cook and serve it. So I'm just going to leave that. I'm going to put that in my fridge and until we're ready to use it. Right, and now I'm going to show you another little trick which a lot of people skip. These are Sichuan peppercorns. I'm going to toast them. Now most people just take the Szechuan peppercorns and crush them, or they even buy them as a powder already. And you're missing a lot of flavor when you do that. It only takes a couple of seconds. Just want to wait till they're warm to the touch, and you get this really nice, toasty, numbing flavor that is just incredible. So why not make it perfect? See how long that took? A couple seconds. I'll pour those into my pestle and mortar, and I'm just going to grind them to a coarse powder. You can make this as fine or as coarse as you like. I kind of like to leave it a little bit coarse because it really does, it's an incredible flavor, this numbing flavor on your tongue that you get when you eat Szechuan peppercorns. So I'm going to leave mine like that, but you can of course make it into a finer powder if you like. All right, so let's get that out of the way. That's ready to go. We're going to be adding that at the end of cooking. And now we'll get started with the actual dish. So I've got my pork all ready to go. I got my Szechuan peppercorns. Let's get started with this sauce here. So I'm going to add a little bit of oil. And what I want here is I want to get this wok very hot. We're talking smoking hot because the flavor, it just gives a nice smoky flavor. And it is important. If you are not cooking on gas, if you're cooking on electric, you might just need to leave your wok on there a little bit longer just to give it a nice high heat. But as you can see, my wok is starting to smoke now already over that heat. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add some, I got some garlic, some ginger, some chopped chilies, and some spring onions. I'm just going to add those all at the same time to that hot oil. Get a nice sizzle there. We're just going to start stirring those around for about a minute. Perfect. Now, as that's cooking, I'm going to show you a little something that you need to know if you want to make this perfect. Right here, you'll see I've got some this is a sesame paste. It's Chinese sesame paste. And as you can see, it's quite dark. This is homemade sesame paste, so tahini, which is more like you're going to find in Mediterranean cuisine. The difference is these have been toasted, so they toast those before grinding them, and these are untoasted. You can use normal tahini, like Western style tahini, if you need to, but if you can get the darker stuff, you'll be happy you did. It just adds a little bit more depth. So with all that going in there like this, I'm going to go ahead and add, if I can find it, my pork. And I'm just going to stir this pork into the onions and garlic and ginger. You could actually cook the pork separately if you want to, and I often do that, but there's no need to do that. Just if it's a convenience. These are all the recipes in my cookbook, the Curry Guy One Pot, are simple to make. They're all one pot, obviously from the title of the book, but they're from all over the world as well. So we got stuff from China, we got some from Vietnam, from Indonesia, Malaysia, America, Mexico, but everything, the most important thing is that they had to be spicy or have a lot of nice spices in them, and they had to be done in one pot, which is what you have here. And I just want to get this pork so it's a bit crispy. I might also add that I'm using a little bit more pork here than is in my recipe, and that's just because my family loves this so much. We probably make it like once every 2 weeks. All right, now we're going to finish this thing off. See how easy it is? Quick and easy. About 170 milliliters of chicken stock there. We got our paste, our sesame paste. Put that in there as well, along with about a tablespoon of dark soy sauce, a tablespoon of light soy sauce. And this is not in the book, but this is some homemade chili oil that I've made. I'm gonna put some of these chilies in there too, just because it give it a nice spicy edge. You just buy some Chinese chili crisp or something like that if you like. Or I will be showing you how to make this really good chili oil soon. We're just gonna go ahead and give this all a nice stir. Dan Dan Noodles are all about the sauce. Dan Dan was a pole, so they used to carry these poles, the vendors, and on each side would have some noodles. And Dan Dan are the noodles on the poles there, and so they just used to go around with those noodle poles. They didn't have a lot of meat, they didn't have a lot of sauce, had to be perfect. So that's what they put on them. This right here. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to add a little bit, just a tiny bit. This isn't in the book either, but I got some MSG here. So I'm going to add some MSG. A lot of people are scared of MSG. You don't need to be. It's actually it got a bad name during the 80s. It's really nice. It really complements the saltiness of the soy sauces. There we are. This is the sauce, pretty much complete. Ready to go over those noodles. It is looking and smelling so good right now. I gotta give it a try. That's incredible. There's a reason why we make this every couple weeks. Flavors in that. Flavors in that are not to be missed. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you come back soon, because I'm going to be showing a lot more videos in the near future. Got a lot more on the way. Oh, that's so good. Make sure you give this a try soon. Thank you. Homemade Dan Dan noodles, all cooked in one pot. This is just too good to pass up. You've got to give this a try. Put a little bit of homemade chili oil or some other chili oil on the bottom of your plate. Top that with some noodles and then that meaty sauce. Don't forget the Sichuan peppercorns. That will give it a really nice numbing flavor at the end. This is spectacular.